Before I begin this video, I'm going to give a complete warning that this video is going to have a lot of vulgar and a lot of not nice things to say about both Bungie and the game Destiny. So with that being said, be prepared. Be very prepared. Just over a month has passed since the release of Destiny, and as I committed, it is time to give out my month-out review. The first month had some great triumphs, a lot of awesome cooperative gameplay, a raid that required impressive teamwork amongst your raiding party members, and patience. The last part, patience, is a massive understatement at best. The Vault of Glass is clearly the highlight of the updates that have come since the release of Destiny in September and October. This new yet late addition provided a much needed breath of fresh air to the game. While fixated on the Vex enemy class, the Vault of Glass is not something to really take lightly. The sheer volume of difficulty requires not just level and skill, but also the success is determined on the equipment and their level that you have on hand. Rolling through two different boss styles and a newly formatted objective that clearly is custom fit to the raid itself, you will find yourself needing to have active communication of chat going on with the team. That is about where the positives stop and the negatives, the frustration, the boredom, the anguish, the regret start to sink in. The game suffers due to Bungie's disregard to provide gamers enough content upon release. For a game that was supposed to have 10 years worth of content and building up to a climax of a trilogy, barely survived its first month before players realized we have been duped. I personally was laying faith that Bungie knew what they were doing better than most developers. After all, they gave me one of my personal favorite modern franchises in Halo. The game itself continues to lack a reason to play the game. Factions are nothing more than a hollow shell pretending to provide rewards with custom faction weapons and aesthetic looks. There simply is no purpose to the factions, or even any reason for you to want to choose one faction over another. Clans as well have no purpose other than to provide a name link as well as accomplish a single achievement or trophy depending on the platform that you play on. You don't even have the ability to create private PvP matches and have a good old-fashioned clan battle. The reward system is a complete and utter mess. Too often, you see the shittiest players getting the better rewards than those who busted tail and proven their worth as guardians. They're left empty-handed. It is simply equivalent of being left at the altar like you're Ted Mosby. The tower is a joke for a central hub that players are nothing more than NPCs that wave to you, they dance, they sit, they run, jump, play. There's no real ability to chat, to trade, no true interaction. It's no wonder that they gave the place no name. It's not worthy of having a name. Aside from the lack of ability to truly communicate publicly and freely with players, no true trading or crafting system really hurts the game. The marketplace really can't be ruined if you pretend to give merchants gear that changes. All too often you see a counter, but when the counter changes, the same fucking items are sitting there day after day. Every single task is repetitive to the point that you don't even want to play the game no more. Bounties show up too constantly with the same tedious tasks that you have accomplished days prior. To be honest, there's nothing worse than pretending to have multiple different tasks just because you change killing 200 of enemy type A to killing 200 of enemy type B. It's the same fucking thing. The events that were ran were nothing more than hollow jokes of something that simply could be implemented permanently. Even if they were, there really is no point in doing a Queen's mission or an Iron Banner task. It's the same fucking thing that you've been doing since they launched the game. Speaking of the Iron Banner, it is by far the biggest lie that Bungie has told gamers. Whereas the Crucible still has clear balancing issues, the Iron Banner was supposed to be a playlist that allows you to bring in your gear and beat up on the little guy. Sounds like a great time, right? Wrong. Claiming 80% skill with 20% gear, the Iron Banner is the biggest, most fraudulent joke of a lie that I have played in games to date, point blank. The problems the game faces are massive, and what I've listed are just the tip of the iceberg. I still cannot adjust volumes of the game within inside of the game. Unfortunately for me, my decision to go digital with multiplayer games has finally given me my first game that I wish I hadn't have purchased. To make matters worse, I bought the deluxe edition to get the upcoming DLC. This DLC has been proven to be within the game that we currently have. Again, another terrible decision to sell you stuff that you already have and then charge you later to unlock it. Due to the lack of ability to provide new updated content and not rehashed bullshit with different names and colors, I will unlikely be continuing to play Destiny until Bungie does what is right and give the gamers true content. So in my initial grading of the game, I said that Destiny was a good game. And if you had a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, you should get it. But I was wrong. I was completely wrong. It's a game where Bungie is not doing the updates that they should be doing, and they know they should. You're selling this as an MMO, and you've yet to give us some kind of an update that is worth playing the game and continuing to play, as well as fill the game with actual fucking content. So honestly, you might as well be playing a free-to-play game that's very similar. Maybe something like Warframe. Warframe's free-to-play, and it probably provides about as much content, but there's a story. At least you get a story with Warframe, one that you can follow and understand. So if I were to recommend this to a friend, right now, no. There's no reason to play Destiny. Hell, when Destiny 2 comes, there's a good chance that it's not going to be there. Who knows? But I thank you all for sitting in and watching the video. Let me know what you think of Destiny in the comment section below. You can also find me on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter. Currently on Twitch, I've been doing some Alien Isolation streams at night. You can probably check me out sometime during the week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Monday nights, be on during that time and everything, and see what Alien Isolation is about. But anyways, thank you all, and happy gaming.